All right, hello everyone. Thanks very much for joining me tonight. This is Nothing Like Starting Over Part 6. This is the sixth part of a series of live streams that I've done where I go through my repertoire and play out a few tunes from there as I go along. This is actually going to be a 10-part series. I just figured out. We'll be ending it beginning of March. But thank you very much for coming in. Tonight's going to be another all-original set. And we're going to start off tonight with a song called Wind Song. Hope you enjoy tonight. I see you dancing there, but there's tension in your stare, as if the world is disturbing your peace, as if there's something deep inside you try so hard to hide, leaves you aching to find your sweet release. Just come with me and I'll show you a place where the wind flows free. I let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, I breathe it in. And so we began in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom, I breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Just take a seat with me, let it run free, there is no shame. Feel the tension ooze away, I still want you by my side. It makes you feel alive, feel the fragrance of creation as you stay. It's a love so fine, and I'll just let it flow from your depths into mine. I let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, I breathe it in. And so we began in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom, I breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Once you're satisfied, just return to the dance, into the soundtrack of your life. But so you know, if the tension ever grows, then come back here to find me and let the wind blow. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, I breathe it in. And so we began in the corner of your home little room. It's like roses in bloom, I breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. All right, thanks again. Thanks again for joining me tonight. Twigs is here. Are you on Patreon only? No, I am not. This is a public stream. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and of course, Patreon. All right, so don't worry about that, Twigs. It's all right. I'm going to keep the show moving. I'm doing a couple songs from my first album to start off the show tonight. This next one is called Chasing Her Dream. takes her post at the supermarket, where she's been working since her high school years. Time goes slowly as the patrons come and go by, the constant tone ringing in her ears. Late at night in the darkness of her childhood, after she closes the store, she lies awake with her wings tucked into her blanket, wondering if there's more. She's chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream, heaven only knows to what it will lead. She's chasing her dream, she's chasing her dream. She packs her bags as she takes off running. Her goal is the California sun. She meets up with some old friends who have somehow ended up there too. They all know what she had done. Late at night she takes her little Jackie by the hand. He says she'll be okay. She can't see past the smirk that is her own reflection. She drowns the pain away, chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream, heaven only knows to what it will lead. Oh, his eye is on her as she spins around, but he doesn't stop her as she lays her weary soul down. She lays her weary soul down. In the coolness of a Texas winter, her face holds a mortal stare. She always said she would find herself or die trying. No, no, but it doesn't end there. Late at night as the rain pounds on my window under the city lights, a little bird spreads her wings for the first time. A sparrow takes her flight. She's chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream, what it will lead. She's chasing her dream, she's chasing her dream, she's chasing her dream. All right, thanks again very much. I'm glad you could join me tonight. Remember to hit the like button and share this around with all your friends so we can get some more people in here. Oops, that's a little too high. There's another one off my first record. This is A Strong Man Can. Twig said he did a nice job on the Yellow Show the other day. Thank you so much, Twigs. I'm glad you could join in for the show. Yes, I got a spot from my good friend Ellis Paul on the Traveling Medicine Show, and I was very excited to be there. He gave me 4 songs to play, 4 songs, and it was a fun night. It's always good to get in front of a new audience. All right. You broke my heart and tossed it away for somebody new, with sweet talking ways, and here I thought you were here to stay. So what went wrong, or do I just not see? Was I not enough for you to be pleased? Were you just tired of the same old me? What does it matter now? I'm clinging to your picture, a dream of holding you. I wake up cold and empty, continue sad and blue. I've done my share of crying, I've done my share of holding out. Tonight I'm moving on, gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man can. Wearing my tie and some nice cologne, I walk out that door, my will like stone. I spent enough of my time alone. I gotta shake this feeling of dread spinning around inside my head. It makes me sick, I feel like I'm dead. I wanna feel alive, I must pick up the pieces that was my shattered heart. It's gonna take forever, so I'd better start. I'll put it back together, and by the time I'm whole again, I'll be over you. Gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man can. I see her looking at me, and all is said and done, I look into her sapphires. Tonight she is the one. We've done our share of crying, we've done our share of holding out. Tonight we're moving on. Tonight we're moving on. I gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. Whoa, gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man. Leave you behind like only a strong man. Leave you behind like only a strong man can. Yeah, yeah. All right, thanks again. That was a strong man. I'll do another one off the first album. Oh man, gotta tune that up. So my first album, Before and After, was kind of a heartbreak album. And it kind of told a story. At least I tried to make it so. It's hard to do that when you got songs that were written about different things and in different times. But I did try to tell a story in the way that these songs were put on the album. Tried to make it somewhat linear. And I came up, and it ended up being like a heartbreak album, something kind of devilish deep in there. And this was the first song that really struck that kind of chord. The song is about a voice in your head. This song is called AntiMan. Take a walk with me, I'll show you who I am. You see, life's been low, but I have a plan. I know you got something that you can prove, but if you wanna survive, you gotta make your move. I'm an anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy. I will give you this crazy joy. I am the anti-man. You see, life's too short just to take things slow. Now most will say otherwise, but little do they know they got it all wrong. To get the most out of life, you gotta grab it by the horns and take it for a ride. I'm an anti-man, animal fused into the body of a boy. I will give you this crazy joy. I am the anti-man. I am a creature of dominance, better than any man has ever been. I don't care who's below me, as long as I win. I love to break hearts and souls, shattering many a broken man's world. They can't touch me, 'cause I have their girl. Yes, women love me, then they hate me again. 'Cause I'm all body, no soul, like a real man. I make enemies everywhere I go. By the time I'm done, I'll be up to 1,000,000 or so. I'm an anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy. I will give you this crazy joy. I am the anti-man. Wrong again, I am the anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy. I will turn you into my toy. I am the anti-man. All right, that was AntiMan off my first record. I see that Diane Pelledri is here. Hello. And my sister Kat is here as well. Good to see you. I am hoping to see Kat in person this weekend. We're not sure yet with the weather what it's going to be. And Bill is there as well. Bill is my brother-in-law. Hello to you too. Always good to see you here. All right, we're going to move on. Play some new songs for you. This next song is called God and Whiskey. It's another song that has to do with demonic voices in one's head, I think. I want to say it is. The she in the song is can definitely qualify for that. All right. Pulls me aside in the darkest of night just to see what this love can bring. It's a magical tide through the dizzying slide of this dance of liquid stain. This pleasure and pain on the lowest of planes makes my slowing body sing. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest, yeah. God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. Walk through the halls and bump into the walls as this room spins round and round. Red to the face, can't remember the place where this kind of love was found. She takes my hand, I can barely stand, but I sure can kiss the ground. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest, yeah. God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. I answer the phone with a groan and a moan, and it slowly wakes my mind. It's barely disguised in my whispers and sighs. I just leave all sense behind. I walk to the door, then I fall to the floor, all for someone else to find. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest, yeah. God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. Just another day in this war of dismay, and it slowly wakes my mind. I swear it's the end, but it's harder to mend. I still sing this drinking song. I hope and I pray, take this burden away, 'cause I know this ploy is wrong. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest, yeah. God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic Toxic caress. All right, thanks again. Thanks again very much. Bob Sager says hello, as if it's a question. Are you on the other end of a phone, Bob? Good to see you, Bob. Thanks for coming out. All right. I'll bring out a rare one for you. This is a song that this is one that I never released on an album, but I did release it as a single. This is a song that I recorded in the sessions of my first album. Never put it on a record, but I did release it as a single. And it has a little bit to do with the theme of the record, which is heartbreak. But this particular one is a little bit more. A little bit more painful as far as I can understand. It's a song about losing the person that you love way too soon. This is called Gone. I remember the joy on your face when I showed you your ring. I remember the sparkle in your eyes when you said yes to me. I remember the taste of your lips, like sparkling wine with a hint of sin. I remember. I remember stepping into our home for the very first time. I remember the moonlight on you. Like a dream, your body shines. I remember the love we made that night. I was yours and you were mine. I remember. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. Now you're gone, and I can't move on. I remember when the doctor came in, we hoped for the best. I remember the pills he gave to you. Take 2 and get some rest. I remember when they finally came back, the results of your test. I remember. I remember softly holding your hand in the hospital bed. I remember when they came rushing in, making my delirious head. I remember the cold waiting room, what the nurse had just said. I remember. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. Now you're gone, and I can't move on. When you think the story ended too soon, I thought so too. I thought so too. When she shook her head, I knew it was true. I knew it was. I never went back to that home. I can't bear the memory. I never can love like that again. It's too cold in my heart to try and see. And I never took the ring off my hand. It's a promise I plan to keep. I never oh, I never 'cause you're gone, 'cause you're gone, 'cause you're gone, and I can't move on, and I can't move on. I remember. All right, so that was Gone. Diane said such a touching, sad song. I know, that hits hard. And even though I've never experienced that exact story, I cannot imagine how painful it is to listen to something like that, with dealing with people who have actually been through that before. I'm gonna move on a little bit here. This is a song from my second album. Bring that up. All right. I can't sleep tonight. There's 1,000 fireflies. Tomorrow fears it might. Glowing yellow stain my eyes. It occurs to me, more so than I wish to say, the pain of which I sing, built up longer than today. Still an ember, a flicker of a flame, made it through the worst falls, the desert storm and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. I work through the day. In the moment I ignore, I collect my pain, but I won't return for more. With my inner strife, on this filter system too, I can't live my life that wall I can't break through. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame. We made it through the worst falls, the desert storm and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. When the moon is new, or the cover clouds my stay, that's when I must escape. There's only so much I can take. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame. We made it through the worst falls, the desert storm and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. But I can't move tonight. All right, thanks again. That was Ember. All right. Well, let's move away from the sad stuff for a little bit and get onto get into the high notes. Okie doke. Oh, I forgot. All right. This song is going to be one of the highlights of the new album. I am going back into the studio tomorrow to record vocals for the new record. So I'm very, very, very excited for that, and hopefully then we'll be able to get in touch with some of my friends who are session musicians to help me out. It is good to finally get the ball rolling on the album. I've been kind of sitting on it due to a lot of issues for a good year or so now. So anyway, this next song is called Our Satisfaction. Some people like to hit the town on Saturday night, from a swagger to a swoon. They dance and drink till the wee hours of the morning light to some new familiar tune. But with you I can rest easy, dance alone to our hearts beating as one. 'Cause we got our own song and it goes sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit up God on a Sunday morning with Jesus on their tongue. Their hands wide open and arms reaching towards the sky, singing to a worship song. But you and me, we step outside and listen to the birds perched on a tree. That's all the worship I will ever need. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit the road in the early hours on just about any day. We chase the sun until it sets above our heads, and a campfire makes its way. So me and you and all our friends, we come together, souls in hand. We tell our stories, share reactions. It's where we get our satisfaction. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. All right, thanks again. That was our Satisfaction. Gonna move right along to some more tunes off the album. This next one is called Uptown Shell. Towers and streets, they never spare a passing glance at a cold, mangled body, threadbare rags, calloused hands, empty bags under bloodshot eyes, concrete rails, the sidewalk's my bed tonight. So be polite. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell. Everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests. But there is no place to rest for an uptown shell. Day after day, held by the poison in my hand, stumbling through. Hold down a job as long as I can. The choices I made leave me searching for reason and rhyme. Where it went wrong, I wonder as I bide my time. It's all that's mine. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell. Everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests. But there is no place to rest for an uptown shell. Though I'm drunk and I can't pay, I still have hope it can get better someday. Buildings shine in the heat of the sun. If you survive the day, you have won. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell. Everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests. But there is no place to rest for an uptown shell. No place for an uptown shell. All right, so that was Uptown Shell. I apologize if you can hear the heater going in this room, but it appears that it kicked on during that song. All right, moving along. This is called It Was Never You. Did you ever really move on when she said goodbye? I can see you sitting home alone, the tears still flooding your eyes. 18 months, that's all it was, that you held her in your arms. The time was short, the love was young, but then she tore it all apart. And I know it's hard to face the truth. It was never you that she was longing for, she could never do. She needed something more, you can't believe it's true. But it was never you. 18 years they say is young to know exactly where you belong. She made her choices out of fear from what her daddy said was wrong. But she could never settle for what someone else thinks is right. She has to find out on her own. It took too long to realize. And I know it's hard to face the truth. It was never you that she was longing for, she could never do. She needed something more, can't believe it's true. was never you. Oh, you're a good man, faithful, every morning like the sun. So why would she let everything just come undone? She grew up and she said you could never be the one. You can't believe it's true. Oh, it was never you she was longing for, she could never do. She needed something more. You can't believe it's true. It was never you. It was never you. Oh, it was never you. Never you. All right, that was It Was Never You. A lot of these songs that I'm playing off my first album are songs that I just put back into my repertoire again. Some of them I haven't played in a really long time, like AntiMan and Gone. But it is good to revisit them again. Because with the Nothing Like Starting Over series, mostly focusing on cover tunes, as it has been the past 5 episodes of it, it's good to get back. It's good to get back to some of these older songs of mine as well, getting them back into the repertoire again. All right, moving right along here. TV shows you an illusion. There's a darker side of town. You tremble at the thought of being next in line as the higher powers pound. The lucky ones sweat out the city jail. The others blaze a rosewood, brown and blood red trail. Baltimore, can you hear children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. Jail van skids through these poor man's streets. We just let them have their fun. His hands are tied, his body's loose against his floor and walls. That'll teach him not to run. Head to Great Bar and he's gone. Blue skies turn to gray as his soul passes on. Baltimore, can you hear children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. These martyrs leave their sidewalks wounded and stained. It's up to us to summon down the cleansing rain. The names are stapled to our chest. won't stop till they can rest. Baltimore, can you hear your children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Baltimore, can you hear your country crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. Revolution pass through Baltimore. All right, thanks again. That was Baltimore. Move right along here. This is I Saw My Child. I saw my child in a clearing in the rain, so clear and yet so dark. Despite the storm that creeps from the distance, he sings like a meadowlark. The eagle soars, the thunder roars. I saw my child as innocence blinds him, lightning takes its mark. I saw my child as he willingly fell in the arms of a docile beast. A gentle smile betrays the hunger, sharpened swords on his teeth. Generations poor have let this monster roar. I saw my child as it woke from its slumber, into his flesh it sings. I saw my child as he raised his hand, asking for peace and for love. The guard he laughs and orders his men to stone, to shame and to shove. Broken and resigned, he gets back in line. I see my child as he dies to a shell, as I weep from heaven above. I see my child as he dies to a shell, and I weep from heaven above. All right, that was I Saw My Child, also off the next record. It's just after 8 o'clock now. I think I'm going to do two more songs because we did start on time today, which is a change for me. Feels good to do that. But we are going to do two more songs for you. And then we'll close up shop for the night. Thanks again very, very much for joining me tonight. This next song is called The Finish Line. Money gives the orders high, officials blind and pockets lined. They either don't see or they just don't care. Everybody knows their names, they run the race on that alone. The light turns green and they're halfway there. They pick the winner, 'cause nobody else really matters here. We're not gonna win the here and now. It's a different race we're here to run. Beyond the tape that we spread out, basking in their fake fluorescent sun. Our gears begin to grind just past the finish line. Once the celebration ends, the trophy's handed to the strong, and later lies the decrepit streets. But that is where the work begins. Heroes work behind the scenes. Sweepers line as the cameras flee. Don't give the trouble of saying we don't really matter here. We're not gonna win the here and now. It's a different race we're here to run. Beyond the tape that we spread out, basking in their fake fluorescent sun. Our gears begin to grind just past the finish line. We are the cleaners, the drivers, street sweepers who clean up the guns. We are the rebels, the fighters, crusaders and fathers and mothers, the daughters and sons. We're not gonna win the here and now. It's a different race. We're not gonna win the here and now. It's a different race we're here to run. Beyond the tape that we spread out, basking in their fake fluorescent sun. Our gears begin to grind just past the finish line. Yeah, just past the finish line. All right, thanks again for joining me tonight. Twigs asked a question here. Is this on the new CD? The Finish Line is not. It doesn't really fit in with the theme of the record. And besides, I released that back in 2020 as a single. That was a song from the Breathe sessions from my second album that ended up on the cutting room floor. So I don't think I'm going to release that again. It is out there. It is out there for streaming if you do want to listen to it. Well, I want to thank you very much. I'm going to do one more song for you. I want to thank you very, very much for joining me tonight. If you're new here, thanks especially. My name is Kyle Hancharik. I come to you from Warwick, New York, and I really appreciate you being here very, very much. If you enjoyed the show, there are several ways you can support us. You can leave a like on this video and share it with your friends on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or any other social media platform that you may be on. You can also join my mailing list if you want to be more in the know about what's going on with me. You can go to kylehancherek.com/mailing list. I will be sending out a newsletter this Friday. And if you want to get a hand in financially supporting the show, you can go to patreon.com/kylehancherek. I'm actually releasing a bunch of new stuff on Patreon now. Even a new song that I just got finished writing. I have a rough demo of a new song that will be coming out on Friday on Patreon. So if you want to become a member and listen to the song, do so by Friday morning. That's when I'm putting it out there for patrons to see. It's not going to be released publicly, at least not yet. I'm not going to play it on the live streams. It's just something that I'm working on with a new challenge for me with my songwriting. And memberships start at $1 a month and go up to $20, depending on what you would like for as a reward. You can also leave a tip on paypal.me/kylehancherek, or you can go to Venmo, which is just @kylehancherek. So however you choose to support the show, I thank you very, very much for tuning in and joining me tonight. It was really fun. It's really good to be back in this world of live streaming again. And we'll be back here again next Tuesday for part 7 of Nothing Like Starting Over. And we'll be going through some more cover tunes that I'm adding to my repertoire once again. So I appreciate you. I'll put the reminder up for here. Thanks again very much for tuning in, everybody. This will be my last song for tonight. Thanks again. The bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this green plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded. No room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium in shores. The temple is floating. The cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes, and a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times. You can fit in this old room. But as I turn to leave, I'll find a strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. and the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight. Swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I say goodbye. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was so happy to be playing for you guys tonight. Great pleasure to have you here. Whew. For some reason, tonight's stream took a bit out of me. But thank you so much for being here. Thanks to everyone who interacted in the chat tonight. Thanks to Bob. Thanks to Kat. Thank you to Twigs, as always. Thank you, Carrie, Van Zant. Always great to see you guys as well. Thank you to Joe Aiken for tuning in. Thank you to Diane Paledri for joining us as well tonight. It was a lot of fun. Playing for you guys. Great pleasure. And as usual, we'll be back again next Tuesday at 7 p.m., as you can see on the bottom left. We'll be doing part 7 of Nothing Like Starting Over. I'll be adding new covers to the set. So I hope I can see you then. But until then, thanks very much for joining me tonight, and I hope to see you next time. Peace and love, you guys. Take care.